Hey everyone, today on League of Legends Minis, I'm going to talk about the Face of the Mountain item path, focusing mostly on Relic Shield, since that's the item you start with. Relic Shield is one of the 3 support gold generation items. You get some HP, and you can execute minions to grant equal gold to both you and a nearby ally, essentially doubling the gold value of the minion. The most typical tip you hear regarding this item is to use it on melee and cannon minions only, especially the cannon minions. They give more gold than ranged minions, so the overall amount of gold you provide for your team is much higher. Generally, this is how you want to use Relic Shield, but there is some nuance to this. Since the ranged minions deal more damage than melee minions, executing them will shove the wave towards the enemy's side. This can be beneficial if you want to shove the wave into the tower, either because you need to go back to base, or because you want to deal damage to the tower or destroy it. Executing a ranged minion is also good for when you want to fight. The ranged minions will acquire targets and deal damage more consistently than melee minions, so when you draw minion aggro, taking them out will cause you to take quite a bit less damage. The final and probably most important way to use this item is to use it to heal. The healing portion of Relic Shield heals both you and the nearby ally by 40 HP when you use a charge to execute a minion. This means that the 2 charges you start off with in lane, right when you buy the item at the very beginning, will translate into 80 HP for both of you. Since you get another charge every minute, you can basically think of this as getting 40 more HP per minute, and that is a lot of HP. When you upgrade Relic Shield to Targon's Brace, you can hold up to 3 charges instead of 2, and you get an extra charge every 30 seconds that heals 50 HP. That translates into 100 HP every minute for each of you. This heal is really powerful sustain and can keep you and your lane partner healthy for both fights and ganks. That means sometimes it's not a good idea to just use your stacks because you have them. This is especially the case for those 2 stacks that you get right away at the beginning of the game. The moment you get to lane, you don't have to use the 2 stacks immediately. Save them for when you actually need health. You might get into a trade or get poked by the enemy, and you're gonna want that extra heal to sustain yourself. You might see a juicy cannon minion in front of you, but maybe you should save it for healing instead. If you're in a lane that has a lot of poke or is just really brawly, it's generally a good idea to save your stacks for healing instead of just getting that extra bit of gold. The extra gold is nice, but sustain can be even nicer. The extra health you get could save your life, and as you should know, dying would make you lose even more gold overall, as well as give gold to the enemy, which is obviously not what you want. When an AD carry tells me to save my stacks for the cannon without really understanding why I'm executing the other minions, it's pretty annoying. But it's also very telling of their game knowledge. Relic Shield, this entire item line, it's not a one-dimensional item that's used to execute cannon minions. That's not the point of the item. You have a lot of versatility with how you use it. The extra heals you get can keep the enemy from going all in. The 1 to 2 less ranged minions can prevent a lot of damage when minion aggro is drawn. But you know what? Ignorance is bliss, right? Such is the support life where you do everything for your AD carry and get nothing in return. So, these are some things to think about. Whether you're the AD carry or support, it doesn't matter. Relic Shield, Targon's Brace, and eventually Face of the Mountain, they all have multiple uses that you should be aware of. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, thanks for watching and see you next time.